What's up, guys? It's John Kill 3D here, and I've been waiting to talk about the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Super NES Classic. I finally got my hands on these. This has been a good December. So instead of doing two separate videos talking about both of them, I think I'll just talk about them together. And we're going to start off with the NES Mini. I was lucky to just grab this yesterday, and with a whole day of playing it, I'm impressed. This is truly a nostalgic throwback system right here. There's a lot of games that I owned when the system first came out, and there's a lot of games that I did not own. The main ones I did own were, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Zelda, and Super Metroid. But games like Mega Man X, oh yeah, and Super Castlevania 4. But Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the original Mario Kart, Contra 3, The Final Wars, one of the Alien Wars, plus the great list of games you have right here. I actually have the system so you guys can show it to you. Look at that. Look at that little piece of hardware. It is amazing what they were able to do with this thing. And it renders an HDMI output. And you're probably wondering where you plug the control ports at. So if you own one, you pop the little part off right here, and the controls go in there. Now the controls follow the original Super Nintendo model, and it comes with two of them for you to play your two-player cooperative games or the versus games. Like I said, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Punch-Out, Street Fighter, F-Zero, and Contra. And I know there's different models, like for Japan they have the Super Famicom looking version, and always people said that they preferred the Famicom looking one. This one is classic, the gray with the orange switch boxes. It is what it is, and it's little, it's great, it's easy to carry, like on trips. If you want to just take a classic console and play with your friends, this is the way to go. And for $80, I couldn't say no. Like Amazon was getting ridiculous with its prices. They demanded $120, plus you got the shipment costs. No. I was gonna get tempted to do that, but I decided, screw it, I wasn't even gonna get it. But then I saw it. Now, let's talk about Nintendo's, like, this right here, the Nintendo Switch, is Nintendo's, to me, achievement in both console gaming and a hybrid portable gaming. I mean, look at this thing. This is the tablet right here. This is the system. Obviously, I have the dock, right there. I wasn't going to unplug all that. I just wanted to show this and the Joy-Con controller. But when you take it off, this is just to help you use it as a controller. Snap those suckers onto the side very easily, and it becomes a portable handheld console. And I didn't really play motion control games as much. Like, I do have the Wii, but I was very meticulous. This has great motion controls when you use it with the Joy-Cons standard. Now, how does it play the games compared to, like, because it has its ports, gaming console ports. I have 3 games here. I have Skyrim, Super Mario Odyssey, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And since Ocarina of Time, this has become my favorite Zelda game. Ocarina of Time was always going to be my favorite. Now, before we talk about the 2 exclusives, because Nintendo always knows how to do their exclusives, let's talk about how they port something like Skyrim over. No matter what way you're playing it, both console mode or portable mode, this is still the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. They did an amazing job making it run without the console mode. And the Joy-Cons are easy to get used to. I mean, these little suckers here, let me switch it into tablet mode so it can be held up without having to. Right there. Now, the Joy-Cons feel really good in your hands. I have the Joy-Con Plus motion handles, so you could play this as, say, a motion control, especially in Skyrim. When you want to slash, you slash the remote, your character actually slashes. When you want to draw a sword, aim magic, aim down the bow, you actually have to perform the actions. And I never thought that Skyrim would be the game that I would love motion controls for. Now, let me show you. This is the gaming cards, the SD gaming cards. They went to put Skyrim on something like that. That just shows you it's an achievement. Other than that, when it comes to Nintendo knowing how to do their exclusive games, these two so far are one of the best. Now, unfortunately, these didn't make my top games of the year because I just started playing them toward now. So, as if Nintendo continues to push, or I might just do a video making honorable mentions, these two will most definitely be honorable mentions. Zelda, this game is amazing. I can't say more about it. Mario Odyssey, I never truly found a Mario game. I mean, I played most of the Mario games, but this Mario game for me, this is a cool ass Mario game. You know, it's mostly I preferred seeing Mario in the Smash Brothers series. But seeing him on his own with this game, it was great. Now, the interface is so cool for the Switch. Like, I don't know how clear you can see that, but it is really cool. It starts you off with 25 gigs of memory, but you can also upgrade to 128 with regular standard memory sticks that can go right into the bottom. I haven't used tablet mode all that much, like where I just sit it up and then just sit back, because I prefer to play it on the big TV because I'm doing this on my new television here. And charging it, to charge it, you gotta dock it, or you can take the charger that powers the dock, charge through here, and the system is very loud, like extremely loud when you raise the volume. The Joy-Cons are required to charge in the dock as well. I thought this would have charged it, but it didn't. It's just, you know, easy to help you support. But the Nintendo Switch, let me turn it off here. The Nintendo Switch is one of Nintendo's, I say this is a fine way for Nintendo to go out on. You know, it still is going to start getting more exclusive games soon. You know, Nintendo knows how to do their exclusives. And for them to keep making these classics like this, Nintendo really is making a huge turnaround after the somewhat failure of the Wii U, because I looked into the Wii U and the Wii U didn't do as great as the Wii. This was a disappointment, but it finally picked up, unfortunately, toward the middle of the end of its life cycle. But for Nintendo to show that they still got it with the NES Mini, the SNES Mini, and Nintendo Switch, I mean, now my game collection is just getting greater. These are good additions to a gaming collection, especially this. If you're into classic collecting, not all of us still have our classic gaming systems. This is a great thing to have. But if you want to get into Nintendo's modern, you know, modern form of gaming, this is still a really good option as well. The Nintendo Switch is a really good choice to have. And I haven't judged it based on its online services that they're going to be adding next year. But for $20 a year and the rumor that you get to play an unlimited library of NES games and hopefully they add SNES games, I wouldn't mind paying the $20 a year, you know, because there's also some online games like Doom, I heard is a really good port. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, these are really good ports that they ported these games so well over. Rocket League, which I hope to look over those, and I hope to start doing Switch reviews. But I want to say that this video is more of a review of, you know, my first impression and review of these two systems. And if I was to rate this, this sucker is legendary. This this is a legendary rank right here that I never given before. This gets my highest review. This is a perfect little system right here. Now for the Switch, you know, for the Switch, since I had no faulties with it, I didn't get it when it first came out. I wanted it to get it when I got like one that I know would not mess up on me. It's protected and everything like that. The Switch is just as high as this. This is a perfect handheld. This outbeats any handheld because Nintendo knows how to dominate the handheld market. They have their this was the last time they dominated the console market besides the Wii. But this right here, this overall, if you don't have these yet, I'd suggest you get them. This is amazing. The ports are great and the exclusives are great to the Switch. This is for any nostalgic nut junkie. So if you have the money and you want to get something for Christmas this year and you want to end your year off good, go with these. You cannot go wrong with this. So that's all my opinions for the Nintendo Switch and the SNES Mini. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any questions or your personal feelings, if you own these and you have your personal feelings about it, let me know in the comments section. I will look at it, and I'll share back and forth my thoughts with you if there's anything you want to ask me about this as well. So until next time, guys, this has been John with John Kill 3D Gaming, and I hope you guys have a great holidays coming up.